Let me go. I pulled up with the hand cannon like Samus. Eat the track up, it's a blitz, I'm famished. My home and missile make up on my cloud vanish. Icon in the silverback did damage. Good dudes slipping, they sleep on a hammock. That's how I rock, don't take it for granted. My elbow drop puts your body through the canvas. Gotta stay trained like New York Transit. Trampling dudes, handling weapons, no panicking. Long ass laser that link like a javelin. Hit you with the van, your clan be vanishing. Ink from my pen will leave trails of pathogen. It's no error, my error bring terror. Shield concealed in the polo sweater. Just an animal cub, I had alien blood. I think of love when I met droids, got a buzz.
Yeah, it's time to shake up the cosmos with shenanigans. Revenge is sweetest, so taste the heat and we back again. The space pirates team with Samus Aran. We loot and plunder every border from the Bronx to Japan. Ruck rules, there's fuck rules in the mirrorverse. The Federation's corrupted, parasitic curse. We blasting haters like it's Metroidvania and spin around psychotically like we in Tasmania.
That's the motherfucking menace. Icon. Yeah.
We 5 deep in the monster. Pull up on you, spin a block. This guy's needed a doctor. Should've went to church, took blind heeded a Proverbs. Thought they built tough, but they tried meeting a monster. If you a pussy, then I'm freaking it proper. Pussy buffet, I'm eating your roster. Fuck around, I'm Arnold. I get to the chopper. You a teddy bear. This guy's sleeping with toddlers. We ain't friends, we mere acquaintances. I heard him spitting bars, and little bro, I couldn't hang with it. Fan the fires and see how big the flames can get extinguished. Shit, we like the fire, burn the cane with it. Tried to go big, but I guess I'm fucking 86th. Y'all rap, a motherfucker, I was made for this. Got the plasma beam and I be aiming it for the brainless bitch. Blow the world up if I don't make it famous, kid.
Yeah, it's time to shake up the cosmos with shenanigans. Revenge is sweetest, so taste the heat and we back again. The space pirates team with Samus Aran. We loot and plunder every border from the Bronx to Japan. Ruck rules, there's fuck rules in the mirrorverse. The Federation's corrupted, parasitic curse. We blasting haters like it's Metroidvania and spin around psychotically like we in Tasmania. Yeah, straight from the gates of the planet CBs, I come to free thee, intimidating the competition with heebie-jeebies. These motherfuckers been shitting on me like I don't matter. It's time to take on the haters, heads on a fucking platter. People acknowledge your tribal chief, the table set. My verbiage tinkles a little bit, making panties wet. I'm Dark Samus, no more heroics, I'm out for business. My prime objective is bound and hunting the ones who fear this. I don't get into the rap beef just because it's trendy, but if I did, I'd be popping the BBLs or Drizzies. Get it? BBL Drizzy. Yeah, I did this remix for fun, just to be damn I meta. Those fuckers won't on my tracks, so suckers up my plasma beam. I'm gotten so mean, I'm hardened by the orbit. My shit's so laser precision, and y'all don't even know it. I'm super smashing these brothers that eat the comp like Rizzy and leave you butthurt like after parties with Mickey Diddy. I'm leaving all of you bozo chozos in fucking ruins. Dreading my time on the mic, the state of shock that you in. I'm super fusion with fuckery, ran amok with heat. I will defeat my enemies, Icon Illa and pass his beasts. Yeah, it's time to shake up the cosmos with shenanigans. Revenge is sweetest, so taste the heat and we back again. The space pirates team with Samus Aran. We loot and plunder every border from the Bronx to Japan. Ruck rules, there's fuck rules in the mirrorverse. The Federation's corrupted, parasitic curse. We blasting haters like it's Metroidvania and spin around psychotically like we in Tasmania. It's time to shake up the cosmos with shenanigans. Revenge is sweetest, so taste the heat and we back again. The space pirates team with Samus Aran. We loot and plunder every border from the Bronx to Japan. Ruck rules, there's fuck rules in the mirrorverse. The Federation's corrupted, parasitic curse. We blasting haters like it's Metroidvania and spin around psychotically like we in Tasmania. Yeah, y'all wasn't expecting a remix, huh? I got the space pirates taking over for the summer of 24. Let's go. Yeah, yo. Pass the menace, Illa the Sandman, Icon. Let's get it. Yeah.
Everyone. Council Roundtable, tapping back in. You already know the vibes. Episode 304. This is the old fashioned rats that y'all know what's happening. So yeah, you already know how I give it up on these Friday shows. I'm way behind when it comes to the Smackdown. So yeah, they doing okay, for those out there that don't know, when it comes to the opening promo between Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, I guess the feed had got messed up, whatever the case may be. I don't know if it's true or not. A camel chewed a wire. I don't know if that's true or not. But be that as it may, if so, the feed had got cut. Because remember, they're in Saudi Arabia. So they did SmackDown like 1 o'clock in the afternoon when it comes to the States. So they playing the recording now. But when it comes to this particular segment, I guess they getting they playing it from the cameraman's angle, from the cameraman's POV. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too mad at it. I like how it looks. I really do. It doesn't look polished, but it still looks professional, but it doesn't look polished. Like, they should think about this type of angle. You don't know, they already got the drone cam and stuff like that. But I actually like what they're doing with this. They should keep this in mind when it comes to certain segments.
I know that you think you need to win this. But I'm telling you, no matter it be John Cena or CM Punk.
You want to call it early? The YS6 going to attack Randy?
I need it just a little bit.
That's random. What?
Tomorrow night.
They're gonna. What is like? What they gonna do that to get back at Bray, given the fact that he became an op to Bray. I remember that whole Funhouse match. L.A. Knight, yeah. What's good, L.A. Knight?
You won't be king of the ring because
Henny God.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize.
Henny God, what to do though? How you been, sir? I hope you're staying cool where you at. I hope everybody's staying cool. We're gonna have a fun show. Get your bevs. Make sure they ice cold. We're gonna do what we do, B.
One more opportunity to come back to the family. Okay? Since he's all alone.
This motherfucker here is solo.
Go out there and remind him what it's like.
He's wearing all white suit.
Okay? Take care of Jimmy. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna take care of Jimmy.
New U.S. champion, B. Yo, like what I told this dude TKO, B. And I love Jacob. Jacob is awesome. But if this dude loses tomorrow, if this dude solo becomes a new U.S. champion, Jacob Fatu would be officially one of the worst U.S. champions of all time. It just is what it is. It is what it is. Facts are facts. Okay, Jimmy Uso about to go up against JC Mateo. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the likes. Hit that thumbs up, Jack. Jacksaw. Hacksaw Jim Duggan style.
Hit that shit now.
Right now. And you already know the vibes, be the tip jars right down there. If you're feeling generous, make sure you hit that up. You know what I'm saying? We got more content on the way. Trust and believe we got some content on the way. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully my TV stops bumming out. You know what I mean? I have some streaming content when it comes to the gaming. It's been a long time since I bought out some gaming content. Blaze said, "What's up, babe?"
Hey.
Yeah, I forget about you, Blaze. The reason why I haven't been matter of fact, I think I told you the reason why I haven't been putting out more gaming content because my TV's been acting a little silly. Like when I started playing the Call of Duty, the sixth one, Call of Duty 6, what is it? Yeah, Call of Duty 6, Black Ops 6. It just started tweaking, so
I know.
you know what I'm saying? It started tweaking, so I'm like, I don't want to be live with this shit acting like this because I want everybody to have a great time viewing it, and you don't want to see the TV flipping all over the damn place, looking like some remember the old school TVs? If you're an 80s baby, you know. Okay, cool. Yeah. So now everybody knows. So I know y'all love when we go to Los Santos and we do the Mortal Kombat and my dude, was it Infamous 2 or Infamous Second Son? All that's gonna come back. Trust and believe. Analog TV. But how y'all feeling though? How's y'all week going? You know what I'm saying? That heat didn't get y'all aggravated or nothing, right? Make y'all want to choke somebody out. I know how it is when it get too hot. When it get too hot, you be like, "What the fuck you mean? Thank you." You know that type of time. Oh man. Oh yeah, B. Chad Gable. Rest well. For those out there that don't know, Chad Gable, he's on the injured list.
God. You said it.
No, I meant rest well, like, get some rest. I didn't mean rest in peace. Excuse me. I meant like, rest up.
Damn, that nigga died.
Yeah, that did sound crazy. I ain't know the tattoos now until you said that. But yeah, he's injured. What the? Oh no. We've all been there, B. So I don't blame you. Yeah, but going back to Chad Gable, I think his shoulder had got injured.
You know how that is.
So, he needs to just chill out. And when he comes back, he needs a complete repackaging. He needs to be taken serious now. It's that time. This dude's been working injured for a whole month. Let's really be real. Chad Gable's been injured for a whole month and still churning out good matches. Had a good match with Vikingo and all that. When it comes to that AAA PLE, you know what I'm saying? I think it's just about that time. Because like, how much times you gonna have this dude jobbing out? I don't get it. You had this dude link up with these dudes made American made with Ivy now for them to just be jobbers. enough. I definitely don't get that when it comes to those four because they are legitimate athletes that looks credible whipping your ass. And you notice, like at first, it's like they was going with a little bit of a patriotic G.I. Joe type gimmick, and then they just was like whatever. They just forgot all about it. Yeah, badly. See, Henny guys up in the building. What do you think LA Knight will return? Maybe Saturday night's main event to stop Seth Rollins from cashing in on Gunther after he beats Goldberg. LA Knight, that's a good question. I don't know. And I'm not mad for them doing what they're doing, when it comes to LA Knight, because they gotta make these dudes look strong. Seth Rollins crew gotta make them look strong. Let them know, ballet. Gotta put the blick to their lip. Hit that like button real quick. Exactly, Ivy Nile and the Creed brothers. They should not be jobbers. I remember from before we was fantasy booking them coming together, and it's like this is the best y'all got to the point where they're low key a comedy act. They should be close to getting tag team gold or being tag team champions or former tag team champions. One of the fucking three. One more thumbs up or open up them floodgates. Y'all already know how I give it up. Let's hit that quota, y'all. Come on. I know it's hot. I know it's hot. But that thumbs up is free. You can do it. My lady had got me a slushie from Sonic. That damn Powerade slushie. That shit on point. Okay, got JC Mateo go up against Jimmy Uso. This shit tripping. Yeah, B. Shaq Abel get well soon, B. We're definitely gonna miss you, B. We definitely gonna miss you putting in that work with them suplexes and all that. Character, everything. He wasn't just only suplexes, he had a character, and I get it, he's like a mini Kurt Angle, but it works. It works for him. Oh yeah, B. Abyss. He officially retired. I ain't gonna lie, I never really been an Abyss fan. I called him a bum. But, he's riding off in the sunset on his own terms. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to bow out gracefully while, I still got all my limbs, excuse me, especially given the fact how his matches were. He had the Monsters Ball matches and barbed wire and all types of anarchy. So him just bowing out and just chilling out and falling back, cool. Oh shit, that's why I fucked with y'all. Y'all hit that goal ASAP. Y'all overachieved the goal. So it's only right that I open up the floodgates. We're gonna talk about it. Night of Champions predictions. Smackdown in Saudi Arabia. Maybe a little MLW. We're gonna get to it. Pow! Right there. Everyone. But I ain't gonna lie though. Like speaking of MLW, that dude Matt Riddle almost made me throw up when he did the promo for that shit. I forgot what he did the promo. I think he did a promo for. I guess he got his own app going on when it comes to sex. Like this motherfucker. Did he call it only bros or bros only? Some bullshit like that. I'm like, yo, my dude, yuck. And then he's sitting there with a damn red robe. That shit was disgusting. I saw the Matt Riddle Diddle match last night on YouTube. Yeah, he went up against Kenta. I didn't watch the whole match. I peeked in for MLW here and there. When it was a Summer of the Beasts, I like that name though, Summer of the Beasts. This is MJF pulling up and all that. Let me see. Because you know this dude beefing with Mystico. Pull it up on the Counciltron real quick. Got these dudes. Oh, Summer of the Beasts. I like that name. But these motherfuckers, the skyscrapers. And it's like, damn, that shit sounds so old and generic. But as you can see, you got this guy over here, Baron Corbin and Dijak. And I think I said this from before when it comes to Baron Corbin. He's better off being a tag team guy. Unfortunately, him as a solo is just not going to work. He always it's like he comes off better as a tag team guy. Now, when it comes to Dijak, it does suck because I could see Dijak as a mid card type heel by himself. I could definitely see that for him, but I guess they had nothing for him, so pairing him up with this dude, Baron Corbin. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see that match, like I said. For those out there that don't know, that's this dude. What's my dude name again? What was his name in WWE? What was Kent's name in WWE? I forgot. This shit tripping. Get the butt out of here. Get that up out of here. Doing the most. Corbin is still hanging in there. Yeah, B. Like he's better off as a tag team guy. I was actually looking for the MJF footage. I'm gonna pull it up in a second. Andrade is still here, right? I'm shocked. Toph.
Yo,
What's going on, buddy?
chilling, just quiet Friday. It's actually cooled down a bit. It was
Yeah, it did. Thank God. Yeah.
Yeah. I see. Court Bauer finally got the stick out of his ass. I see. Good on him.
Pertaining to what?
Finally decided to play ball. Let MJF show up. This dude was in his feelings for like 4 years. Like, get over it, bro. Anyway, good on him.
Got people talking.
Yeah.
TKO.
Yo.
Yarmin.
Yo, what's happening?
You tell me, B. This dude, Jacob Fatu, is on the verge of being the worst U.S. champion in history.
I still think Shinsuke beats that, but
No,
anyway.
he doesn't. If this dude loses tomorrow, he's not gonna beat that.
Actually,
The only
Fatu
way-
has to lose tomorrow, bro. He's got to lose tomorrow.
Who this dude Fatu?
Yeah.
if you really think about it, he kind of does. Because if Solo doesn't beat him here, and they don't have a rematch, then
He's done.
Solo's then it's over. Like
Yeah.
it really is, man. Because even if Jacob loses the title, he's still over as hell. That he's gonna be. He's in the same. He's gonna be pushed. You know, Jacob's a star, title or no title.
Of course, but here's my thing, though. Right? This is shit that we talked about when it comes to the selective outrage. Because people was talking shit about Jey Uso, like, oh, all he got is a yeet, yeet, oh, ho, 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 yeet. It's me, Uso, whatever. Nobody can say one thing about this dude, Jacob Fatu, saying the same fucking thing for months now. He's basically doing the same shit this dude has been doing. What does this dude Fatu always say? All gas, no brakes. Yara mean. That's what he says every week.
He's just
It's
doing
over.
the Huey thing, you know. You got to have a catchphrase. You got to be marketable.
No, I
It's
get
like
that.
Coach used to say,
I get that, but it's like
play it.
motherfuckers are selective with it. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's because people don't like Jey Uso. That's why.
For
Not
no
selective.
reason. Oh,
Here's what-
just
I
go
think the
back with
Jey-
your brother.
I think the Jey Uso hate is so forced. Like, why?
It really is. They was hating on the
But-
motherfucker before he even won the heavyweight championship.
You know, there's just some people that they just don't buy him as a single star, and that's fine. You know, if you don't buy Jey Uso as a single star, that's fine. But as I've said several times, he's a tag team guy. That's a shit argument because every main eventer that I can think of was a tag team guy before they became a singles guy. So, you
A
know,
lot
that's
of
the only
people's
selective part.
Yeah, a lot of people's reasons for hating Jay is stupid. Like like you said, if you don't buy him as a singles guy, that's fine. But a lot of y'all reasons for hating Jay is stupid as hell. Like, his spear is weak. Then what the fuck do you call Jimmy's? Like, bro, like y'all, everything y'all saying about Jay, you could say the same thing about Jimmy. Like, number one. And number two, he's doing all the moves that his cousins do. Everyone before him does the same moves. Like, this ain't nothing new.
Yeah, there's only two criticisms I give Jay. One, his promo leaves a lot to be desired.
We got a newbie right here, Dusty. I'm gonna pull you up. I'm not gonna tell you to turn your camera on. I'm gonna pull you up real quick. Put my fingers on the trigger real quick. What's up, Dusty?
Hey, baby, this is American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, man. Everybody gonna get to the pay window in Saudi Arabia, baby.
Wagwan, my youth.
Man, what's going on?
There'll be a lot of plunder on Saturday. Hopefully, CM Punk walks out with the title, but I don't think John Cena gonna lose it. You know what I'm saying, baby?
Friggin' Triple H, you showing this new series, WWE Uncut or something. I'd love to see footage of Punk and Cena politicking to see who's going to win their match. The world, you want to boost ratings, show that.
Yeah, speaking of Punk, I heard.
Well, hold on, before I continue on, I love that shit. What Blade said, JC Potato. That's funny.
JC Potato. Wow.
I like that one. I like.
Yeah,
that.
I heard Mel Gibson was trying to do a Passion of the Christ sequel, Hey Mel, if you hear this, you don't need to do a sequel, bro. Just go on Twitter. Punk's already being crucified. Your job's done, my guy.
A sequel to what? What was it? The devil's point of view?
Who knows?
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
exactly what it is.
anyway,
Yeah.
Punk is being like absolutely crucified on social media today. Is fucking hilarious.
You know what? And hey, it is what it is. Be like, I know he was ready for all this shit. Cause him coming back to WWE, you gotta expect this shit. He even said so himself. Look, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. So he knew what time it was.
I mean, shit. Y'all hating him, but he kept his word. He's doing it for money to close out his career. I
That's why he
guarantee
was
you.
so angry, bro. That's why he was so angry at Hangman shit. Hangman hit him where it hurt. The shit bothered him. It made him feel some kind of way.
No, fuck Hangman. Hangman still ain't shit for what he did.
He
though.
was right. He called him a hypocrite. That's what he is.
No,
He
it
saw
wasn't.
that shit before anybody
It
else
wasn't.
did.
It wasn't. No, we're not gonna do that because that wasn't in Hangman's place. Like, especially how Hangman did it. Hangman sat
Still
there
called him
and
out,
went
though.
on the live. He went on live TV and did that shit. That was whack what he did.
Well, Punk went on live TV and did that shit to several others. What comes
No,
around
but he
goes
he
around,
did it
bro.
to Hangman though.
Yeah, but he did to other people.
Who?
Punk did this. Really?
Who?
Really? We're gonna do that?
Who?
This is Punk's whole vibe. All he did was just call
Who
out
did he
people
do
and
it
their
to?
bullshit on live TV. He called out Raw. He literally said, "Oh man, you're such a good ass kisser, John Cena. Almost as good as Dwayne. Not as good
Oh
as Hulk
please!
Hogan,
So
though."
you mean to say Hangman did that because of the pipe bomb? Give me a
No.
fucking
I'm
break.
simply saying what comes around goes around, my guy. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, Hangman, he was whack for that shit. He sat there, he did that shit caping for fucking Colt Cabana. Let's really be
Hey
real.
man, if the shoe fits, bro. If the shoe
Oh,
fits.
Cabana.
That's what he did that shit for. Colt Cabana. Motherfucker's not even on TV. That's what he did that shit for, because he mentioned that shit. Like Hangman, he was a clown for what he did. Now, this situation with CM Punk, yeah, like he got to kiss the ring, and I even admitted to that shit. I'm not
No,
surprised.
it's not about kissing the ring. It's about the fact this dude doesn't stand for anything. You know.
Listen, I think you should go by what I say. All wrestlers are hypocrites. They all are. Ain't nobody safe. They're all hypocrites. Ain't nothing new.
Look at Booker T with the shit he pulls all the time. Yeah, but whatever.
What did he do? He
No, and like he always
pulls out
like
a
sticks up.
pillow.
For, he always sticks up for WWE. Like they can't do wrong, and if AEW does something good, he doesn't call it out or whatever. It's just I don't know.
No. You know. You're right.
Sucker wants to have a job for life, you know. Sucker.
Booker just wants to check cash. That's all he cares
Yeah,
about. Bro.
he's like Bully Ray too. Bully's the same way too, you know. It's like
Well,
shit. You get
Bully Ray-
merchandise.
No,
I'd
but
argue. I
Bully
would
calls
argue
out
that
shit more than Booker though. I'll say
I-
that
yeah.
about Bully.
I would argue that Bully Ray is worse than Booker as far as kissing up the WWE goes.
Yeah. But like I said, Bully Ray's opinion doesn't matter. This motherfucker laid himself on a table after a twist of fate. So fuck him.
Say something about that.
My thing with Bully
I
is
love
like
it.
he contradicts himself. My thing with Bully is like he contradicts himself. Like I don't pay attention to the stuff they're doing. I know I mentioned it before. Whatever that show is, what's it called? LFG.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like he's a hypocrite. Like I remember like years ago because I told the story to Nate. He was on some YouTube with Devon, and they were talking about the Public Enemy, like how they put over the Public Enemy. This is like because the Public Enemy they left for WCW, and they put them over. They being the Dudleys, and they were supposed to have another match where the Public Enemy were supposed to put them back over. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I vividly remember Bubba saying like, when you go to the locker room for the first time and you're new, you're supposed to introduce yourself to all the boys, you know, because you're traveling the road with them. You're giving your bodies to them. You got to trust them and all that shit. And he always just said, like, that's the number one rule. And apparently, the Public Enemy didn't do that in WCW. They didn't do that in WWF. When they went to WCW and WWF, they just acted like they owned the place. And I guess that got them heat. Probably why the Acolyte beat the fuck out of them. But Bubba said that. He always said, that's the first thing you do is you got to introduce yourself. But then on the LFG show, some kid introduced himself to Bully, and Bully's like, "Nah, bruh, I don't need to know you until you win this. You haven't earned my." He said something like, "You
Yeah, I
haven't
remember
earned
what you
the
were
right
saying.
to
Like,
shake."
I remember.
Yeah,
Was it the same dude that tried to pull up next to Eric Bishop and try to talk to him? And Bully was like,
I
"Yo, you
think
doing
so.
too much. You doing too much. Yo, go sit down." And he was like, "Yo,
Yeah,
no, you told me to go mingle. Like, what am I doing wrong?"
Right. Yeah, so
right.
he's a hypocrite there. So that kind of pissed me off when he did that. Like, I'm like, bro, like, you don't know what the fuck. This dude doesn't know what he's
Or
talking
just like
about.
what Bum the Taker. Bum the Taker said, remember he said that shit about that wrestler that had the chains on. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
if you was wearing them chains around the time I was wrestling, I would have yanked it right off your head. Nobody wore chains around my era. I'm like, oh, you
That's
fucking
not true at
retarded.
all. That's not true at all. Like my guy, I remember you wrestled Stone Cold, and he wrestled with a chain on too. Like,
Yeah.
What about Razor? Razor came out with like
Yes.
4 or 5 chains.
Fucking
yeah,
Hercules Hernandez, that guy Hercules. Remember him? He had a fucking big
Yes.
thing. Junkyard
Man,
Dog.
motherfuckers wore
Shit.
chains around that time. Like, what the fuck type time Bum the Taker's on?
Yeah.
Why
You gotta
did he
remember, a
even
lot of these
listen to
guys,
this dude?
a lot of guys have CTE. You know, they got brain damage from all these fucking headshots, so they forget you.
No, they're
So,
just dumb. The fuck.
they're dumb.
Yeah, I've talked about it before. I think sometimes wrestlers, it's like if you have heat, they're just looking for a reason to fuck with you. Like I mentioned this before. Like I was never really that big of a fan of him, but I'm like, what the fuck, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Anderson, because I remember when he was in TNA, he did a promo alluding to the fact that he got heat because he used to chew gum in his promos. And
Weird
apparently
shit.
they said they don't like you to chew gum. And I'm like, wait a minute. Triple H chewed gum all the
Right.
time.
Yeah.
All the time. He
you know
always
what?
chewed
I
gum.
bet. I guarantee. Yeah, they just didn't want him to do it because they didn't think he was like an important star
Oh,
enough.
Mr.
Cause,
Perfect,
Nah,
too.
they just
Remember
want
Mr. Perfect? He used to
'cause
do that move,
Right.
too. Spit the gum out, slap
word,
it.
right,
Yeah.
Ballet.
Yeah.
JYD had an
Perfect.
actual chain, just like with
Yeah.
Hercules Hernandez. They had the same chain.
And
Yeah.
then like if
also
you
this
watch
new
wrestling
dude.
now, like a lot of wrestlers chew gum now. It's like it's totally common now. So I'm like, why did Kennedy get heat then? It just seems to me like they
Exactly.
just
Because
didn't
they were
like
trying
him.
to find a reason. They
Because
didn't
they were
like
Right.
him
trying to
from
find a
Jump
reason to
Street.
get
They was
rid of
trying to
him. Like,
yeah.
and it worked too, because Randy Orton is responsible for that shit now. So
Yeah. Well, Randy got him fired, Kennedy, with that backdrop that fucking he did in that match.
yeah, I remember that. Like, I saw the backdrop too. It was a little bit botched, but
Yeah,
not
it
enough
was.
to fire. But not enough to
Yeah,
fire
it
him.
wasn't. It wasn't
Yeah.
like completely fucked up, but yeah,
He acted like he threw him over the top rope or some shit. It was a
I
broke
basic
think what
his
really
backdrop.
neck.
got him, honestly, I think what really got him fired was the Benoit thing. I think that's what got him fired more than anything.
Mm.
Goofy behavior, B. Goofy behavior. Yeah, B. So Night of Champions, B. When does that shit come on tomorrow?
I think it's 1:00. It starts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
it starts
gonna.
early.
I'm definitely not gonna be able to go live for that. I'm just letting y'all know now. If anything, I might just pull up later on tomorrow, and we can do a review.
Review. Cool.
I suppose, yeah. I'm gonna probably just try to see if I could see who's streaming it online, if anything. That's how I've been watching PLEs nowadays.
Get
Stream East has a
Peacock,
good
B.
feed.
Stop being cheap and support. Get
Go to
Peacock.
Stream East. Stream East is good. I use that. Free.
That's what. Well,
Fuck
like
'em.
that's how I've been doing. Any PLE I can't, I'm not able to watch. I try to see who's live streaming it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't say the stream though.
Be
Right
careful.
now.
You might click on a wrong link because in the Middle East, it might be a beheading going on. So you better watch out when you click.
Oh God.
Speaking of streaming, y'all gonna watch that John Cena Idris Elba movie,
No.
What movie is that?
Heads of State?
It's a new movie that they just put out. Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of that at all.
I actually spoke about it in the last show.
I'd rather watch Paint try and get a colonoscopy at the same time than a fucking Cena movie. But whatever.
Y'all be hating Jesus Christ. You didn't even watch
Fuck
the
this
movie yet.
guy.
Why though? Why fuck him?
Punk finally said he buried more guys than the Undertaker. I've been saying that for years.
I literally asked that in the chat, like, who said that shit? I'm like, yep, I knew I heard that shit somewhere else.
Right,
I've been saying that for
ballet,
years.
ballet Hairful. Ballet's like, yeah, she's gonna go see some Idris Elba. There you go, Ballet.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Oh man,
I'm gonna watch it too, and it's not gonna be in the movie. It's gonna be on Amazon Prime.
Amazon.
Oh, okay. I can't watch
I'm waiting for a Happy Gilmore too. I want to see that.
I think that's gonna be on Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
There's too many streaming services, bro. Like I can only afford so many.
Yeah.
I feel you though.
Crazy.
I feel you.
I heard they're making another Die Hard movie with Bruce Willis. It's be called Just Die. That's a
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
That's a nice title. I like that shit.
Just Die. Yeah, you know.
Just
Man.
Die.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, that's actually a good.
I don't
title.
care. My favorite one still is part 3. I love 3. One's great, but I love 3. That's like my favorite.
I thought 2 was okay.
2 was okay.
I like
the
3 of them.
I like the TBS thing. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. I fucking lose it every time
You
I hear
guys stop
that.
saying the same damn jokes all the damn time.
No, I know, but I just love that fucking. I love that fucking part. The voiceovers.
Well, they can't curse.
The
Yeah, they
voiceovers
can't
be
curse. Bull chips.
yeah, but them
Bull chips.
but them voiceovers be annoying sometimes. Like I know you got to be censored, but Jesus, it's cringe.
Snakes on a plane. This
No.
Monday through Friday.
Nothing's worse than Baby Boy.
Baby boy. Oh my god.
Oh god, when they try
Oh,
to,
my favorite one. My favorite one. You try to miss it for young upstanding brother.
Oh my god.
you trying to send me to jail with 3 strikes, my friend.
Oh my god, that is awful, man. Like somebody trying to send you to jail, I'm not gonna call you my friend. Get the fuck out of here. Like what like why?
I'm watching the women's U.S. Championship match now.
Oh.
Yo, I
Yeah,
think Julia
well,
should
that-
just be a face. Why not?
Yeah, in a promo that didn't air last week, Julia said she didn't care about the U.S. title. I'm like, okay.
They funny,
You got-
but they funny. So she don't care about it, so just give it to her, right? Typical
So-
WWE logic.
Julia says she doesn't care about it. Meanwhile, Damian Priest said he wanted to challenge Jacob, and somehow they're roping him in with R-Truth and Aleister Black. I'm like, why?
So random. Antonio
Like,
Brown. What happened with Black Salt? What Antonio Brown do?
Oh, did he leave the country or some shit? I think he took off. Yeah, I think he fled the country. I don't know what the fuck happened. Saw something last night.
Let me look.
Yeah, he fled the country. Yikes.
Yeah, he fled the country. He said, "Fuck it, I'm out of here," or something. I think because of the pending World War III or some shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on with him. He's weird. That guy's nuts.
Oh man. They killed me with this the women covering up and all that.
Oh god, they're still doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia, women can't show skin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's their religion.
Yeah, Cena got heat when they first went over there, and he called Jeddah a progressive city. He called him progressive. Yeah,
I mean,
when he
it's
came back to
progressive.
America, he had to do like a formal apology. I remember I saw something on HBO. It was like right before COVID. It was like 2019. I can't think of the name of the documentary, but it was like this 2-hour documentary. Like, this is a real thing. Like, in a lot of countries over there, a lot of women have only recently just gained the right to drive. Like, real recent. Like 18, 19. They've only just recently gained the right to drive. So it's like, wow. I didn't even know that. So, yeah.
This is why I always say too, like y'all be motherfuckers really be thinking outside of America, you could do whatever you want. No, sir. A lot of these countries like truly think women are less than. Like that's crazy.
We
But
need
they be
more Marine movies for all these wrestlers that's not doing nothing, can get extra money. Starting with Apollo Crews, Oscar, Pretty Bummy, and Otis.
Marine
How the
movies.
fuck is Otis gonna pass the medical test, physical thing for Marines or whatever?
He'd be the
Get the
comic.
fuck out of here.
He'd be the comic relief.
I
Well,
mean,
if they can
pretty
make like Full Metal Jacket, like a remake, they can use him as the donut boy.
Yeah, or he'd be like,
Yeah.
like how
they had
Jack
a
Black
they had a
was in
budget.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, there we go.
They had a budget for WWE films back then, but the problem was that they were all like straight to DVD. Now
and
they
they
have
all
streaming.
sucked. And they
Yeah,
all were
right.
trash. Like,
Right.
good lord.
Didn't they come out
After
with a Bruce Lee movie too? I think they came out with a Bruce Lee movie also. WWE.
Oh yeah,
film.
yeah.
What they need to do is like,
I'm like, these motherfuckers
I
is
can
bold.
I can get on board with WWE films. What they need to do is they need to actually spend money and get like actual like directors, screenwriters that know how to write a good plot. And they could have something there. It could be like a little nice little side thing. They could do comedies, actions, dramas. I mean, the
I'm
first
not gonna
movie
lie.
with John Cena wasn't
I'm
that
not gonna
bad.
Wasn't
I'm not
that
gonna
Kane
lie.
movie good? The horror movie by Kane? I thought that was pretty
Sino,
good.
yeah, Sino
Sino
Evil.
Evil?
I like Sino Evil. I ain't
Yeah, I
gonna
heard that
lie.
was pretty
It
good.
was a
I
Jacob
never seen it.
Goodnight.
They made part 2 to Sino Evil as well. So
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. I heard
Actually,
that
part 2 was better than the first one.
I'm not gonna lie. I liked part 2 as well. I thought it was. I don't think it got enough credit.
The Casino Evil was probably some of the best marketing WWE's ever done for like
Yeah.
anything, like a game, movie, TV show,
May
magazine.
19th.
People still talk
Word.
about it to this day. Left a really good impression.
It was a really good movie. I ain't gonna lie. Like, which tells you that they're capable of doing it.
Mhm.
What the hell?
It's Lamont. He's fucking around.
Lamont,
The dummy cat.
you big dummy.
This cat is so stupid. I got the bed in the room on the ground. He sleeps on the ground. Dude, the bed's like 1 foot from you. Sleep in the bed, you bum.
Your cat is Tom Hanks, basically. Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
Smokey-
that's why I
Smokey
call him
used to be on
Lamont,
that type of
dummy.
time, though, like
Shit.
Smokey used to be on that type of time. Like the first time I had got the cat tree, he would lay next to the cat tree, like motherfucker.
Oh no, he loves the cat treats. Yeah, he loves cat treats. So yeah, he got that down at least.
So yeah, B.
How many matches they got for the show tomorrow? Like 4 or 5? Not too many.
Yeah, you know how Triple H gives it up.
Yeah.
I also want y'all to keep in mind that this show is called Night of Champions and only 2 titles are on the line.
2 fucking belts. And it's like, what the fuck? You could have waited 1 day?
Yeah, apparently the Street Profits have not defended on the PLE once since winning it.
Right.
DL Sky has not defended since WrestleMania. So
Bro,
this is what I mean. Like when people every
the
time
Street
there's like a
Profits
champion-
the Street Profits have not been on PLEs all year.
Right. But this is what I mean. Like when people say, oh, this is the worst champion ever, and I'm just like, it's not the champion, it's the booking. You can put it on somebody else. If you book the new person the same, it's not gonna make a difference. Triple H, for whatever reason, like because people don't call him out, it's like when people are, like Triple H is like he's really conservative of like TV title defenses for some reason. And that's actually something like Shawn Michaels and TK, they do like way better. It's not even close. Like you'll get a title match on NXT, you'll get a title match on a regular episode of Dynamite, even Collision. But for some reason, Triple H is like, it's like he's allergic to doing title matches on TV. You'll get like a title match like on Raw or SmackDown, like if you're lucky, maybe once every 4 to 5 months. We're talking like 2 or 3 title defenses per year. That's way too infrequent, man. What happened to the 30-day clause? Remember that? Remember the clause? You got to be out of the 30 days, or you
Yeah.
what happened to that?
Yeah, I think Hogan was like an exception a few times those years.
They
Yeah,
been scrapped
did.
that shit.
I don't know why.
I
I
totally
legitimately
agree.
keep forgetting that Dom is the Intercontinental Champion because isn't
Yeah. That's
He
crazy.
was about to defend it against AJ, but they scrapped that. I think
Well,
Rey
I don't
Mysterio.
blame
Yeah,
him.
I
You don't
they
think
want to go
said
over
this
there.
one. They said one of them was hurt. I
Yeah,
think
didn't he
both
get
of them
hurt?
was like. I think both of them was like, you know, we're not going out there. They're not hurt.
I
I
can't
think
blame him for that.
They
Yeah,
I
like,
think
man, fuck that.
yeah.
I think Rey Mysterio might have had to stay in that shit. Like, yo,
I
Hunter,
won't
you're
be
not sending my
surprised.
Hunter, you're not sending my son out there in a fucking another country where there's a war zone out there. Fuck that.
Yeah. That should be the main event. Fucking run into the plane and get the fuck out before someone shoots another missile. Hey, that
Nah,
should be the main
man.
event.
Nah,
Shit.
man. It's the Vince McMahon situation all over again with that shit.
Oh my god.
I
Good
still
lord.
can't
Like,
believe the dude had a private jet and got the fuck out of there. Like, wow.
I can. He said, I can. This dude was like George Bush. Fuck y'all niggas, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Shit.
I remember that day very well because motherfuckers got on the airport and they had a show in New York the very next night. I was at I was at the airport at that time and I saw all of them. They was coming out in mass. Like they couldn't wait to come back to the States.
Jesus.
I'm dead ass. So I'm like, why are you motherfuckers going back?
My favorite RVD story was that RVD story where Vince tried to force him to go to tribute to the troops, and RVD was like, "Fuck you, I'm not, I'm not going, I'm not going over there." I
They got
forgot
good weed
how it
there.
went.
They should have said they had good weed there. He would have went. Like, what? They do?
Yeah, I think how the story went was because back then the only break they had was the Christmas break. They had a 2 week break.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But they did tribute to the troops during the 2 week break, and they were never telling everybody you have to go, but there was sort of like this expectation that like you should probably go, and Vince was like, "Hey Rob, I want you to go to tribute to the troops," and RVD was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna go home," you know. And then Vince was
Yeah.
like, I appreciate your enthusiasm, your passion, but I think you're really gonna like it, Rob. I think you really want to go. And RVD was like, no, you're not hearing me, Vince. Like, I'm not getting on the fucking plane.
Hey, man.
And Vince is like, oh, come on. You should go. We'll have a good time. We'll have drinking. And RVD was just like, dude, fuck you.
And I like the fact that it's not mandatory. They have the
Right,
choice to say, "Nah, I'm good. Get the fuck up out of here."
And then apparently,
Yeah.
like in the aftermath of it, people thought RVD
New
had heat
champion,
because
Gulia.
Yeah.
Why
that's-
Zelina Vega looks shocked? She look all shocked, like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I lost." Bitch, you trash.
It's not Zelina's fault. That's WWE's fault. They booked her into oblivion, and then
Man,
she
she
came
lucky
out
to
to.
even get that belt. Let's really be real. She was lucky to even win that fucking belt. Chelsea
No,
Green
you're
shouldn't have
right.
lost that belt in the first place.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, in general, Zelina could have really been something if they booked her right. Like, she's like a true underdog for the women's division that fans could have sympathized with, but they never went with it. In my opinion, they should have capitalized on that when she was in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, I got a question. If any of the guys that said no to the thing, were they futured endeavored after Mania the following year? I wonder how many people were futured endeavored. They're not going to Saudi. You know?
I know. Oh, you mean like people who didn't go? Okay,
That's actually a good question.
No, you honestly think about it. You never know. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
you don't
that's
want to go
actually a
Saudi?
good question. No, I never thought of that shit. Like,
Yeah, look it up. I
Did
was
they
like,
do
there's
some
gotta
like
be few.
retaliation or like some petty type shit? Like, oh,
Yeah, and then
you
they'll
ain't
say
going-
budget cuts. That's all. They'll just say budget
You
cuts.
know they did. There's always going to be some. The receipts always coming in some shape or form.
Hold up.
Always.
fucking Charlotte Flair's wearing a skin tight type Thundercat Chitara type shit going on right now. Her you know what I mean? You see her outfit, right?
You are always clowning Charlotte's outfits.
No, the thing I'm saying is that how she's able to wear that, and it's not an issue. Cause it's skin tight. She's wearing a motherfucking Chitara from Thundercats type spandex outfit.
Because she's a skinny white girl. They don't care about that over there.
Who's that?
And plus, she ain't really showing skin, so.
Who was it? Snuggles? Was Snuggles like Charlotte? Who was that guy that liked Charlotte so much?
That was
Snuggles?
Scott.
Oh, Scott. Yeah, he's rubbing one out right now. Probably.
Yeah, he
I'm
like
trying to.
Linda McMahon.
Linda.
I
Oh, Linda
wanna.
McMahon. Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, he also had an obsession with Sierra for some reason.
Talk about dry
Yeah,
dock.
I
that
want to
shit right there,
understand.
B. That dude.
Talk about Charlotte's Web, cobwebs. Fucking Linda. Jesus.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, I was gonna I don't know if I told y'all from before, I was gonna fucking bring him up to the motherfucking council court and let him know, like, yo, B, like, you need to slow down with that damn, the Sierra and this dude hate. What's his dude name again? Her husband.
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson.
Oh, Russell Wilson.
I don't know why he was so obsessed over Sierra. I mean, she's okay at best. Like, there's a lot of other chicks out there you could obsess over, but
But it's like how he went about it. We wouldn't even be talking about Sierra or none of them. Not even football.
And then you look at the success that Mercedes has now. He's probably drinking with Andrew Tate, knowing him. So
No, I ain't gonna lie. Man, look. Come on, my dude. Come on. This Mercedes Monet shit is ridiculous.
Oh God.
Like, let's really be fucking real. She hasn't got anybody over with what she's doing right now.
Shit. Ultimo Dragon might have to come out of retirement to fucking take those belts off of her.
Like, she hasn't got nobody over.
I mean, neither did Roman, and you didn't care. So
You said what?
I mean, neither did Roman, and you didn't care. So
Yes, he did get what you talking about.
He didn't get anybody over, bro. No,
Yes,
didn't.
he did.
He did not get anyone over. Only person that benefited from the whole run was Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. Everybody else got buried.
Okay, so he got them over then. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
But Roman didn't do that. The story helped him.
You just said he got them over.
Roman didn't get them over. The story got them over.
That's what you said.
Roman didn't do anything. The story got them over.
Yeah, story.
All right, beat that as it may. Who did Mercedes Moné get over then? Who did she get over?
I didn't say she got anyone. I simply said Roman did the same thing, and you didn't care. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you said that he got these motherfuckers over.
No, I said
per storyline, whatever.
The story got them over. Roman didn't do anything. He hasn't gotten anybody over. So I'm not going to shit on him for it.
Look what
That's not his
said.
fault. That's booking's fault.
Look what he got said. Cody, Sammy, Jay, Paul Heyman.
Cody was already over. What are you talking
You really count Sami Zayn?
Not as over. Let's really be real. Yeah, they was over, but this dude Roman Reigns put him on the next plateau.
No, Cody was already over, bro. You saw the return he got when he came back.
I'm not saying he wasn't, but he put him on another plateau.
Yeah, he elevated him. The next level.
He elevated them.
They almost fucked up. They almost fucked up Cody with the Rock. They almost fucked Cody up with the Rock, dude.
Oh, jeez.
Let's be real with that. The Rock really screwed him over completely. Well, technically, he kind of did this year, but never mind.
Dude, speaking of screw jobs, did you hear the big news yesterday?
Whoa. Let's bring that back. Let's bring that back. So y'all cool will Mercedes Moné do what she's doing right now, collecting all these belts, and now
I don't mind it.
Now look, the matches is good. Like I said from before, the matches is good. But it's like, what the fuck?
Like
if anything, Athena's got to be the one to take her down. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. But it's
she's
like
got to be the one.
That shit.
I don't have a problem with it only because the story's still in progress. We got to see exactly where it's going.
Yeah.
I need
what
to
story?
See whatever they're doing. I need to see where it's going before I come with a definitive conclusion. She's only been with the company for slightly over a year. She hasn't been there long enough to really tell the story. It's like, where exactly is this going? Now what we can do is ask me that question again. Like right now we're in June, right? So we're halfway through the year. Ask me the question again at the end of the year, and then we can have a better conclusion.
Black Star said, notice he never talks about The Rock on his show. What do you want to talk about? I don't know, Cody. Let's talk about
Cody's podcast. Is that what you mean?
Let's talk about you being a motherfucking alcoholic. and the bottles keep getting bigger.
No, right. This dude openly admitted he got drunk with Jey Uso on that media scrum.
That media scrum, yeah.
I think it says a lot that Triple H never mentioned The Rock once in his Hall of Fame speech. That speaks volumes.
Yeah, so that guy said he think it's too much when it comes to Mercedes Moné. Like, yes.
I've been said,
and I love Sasha Banks. I love Mercedes. I do. I really do. But like, come on now, you're not trying to get nobody over. Okay, you got this shit coming up with her and Tony Storm, right? And it's like this is the only intriguing shit that she got going on, and she's been there for like what, over a year. This is the only thing that's been intriguing, other than the Athena shit. And they squandered that. Look at the ratio. She's booked too dominant.
I'm not gonna lie. God. I'm not gonna lie. I do see your point, and at the same time, I'm happy for her success because she's never been booked like this anywhere else.
Dude, I was just thinking we might see a Yoko, Brett, fucking Hogan WrestleMania 9 thing. I think Tony's gonna get hurt during the match, and fucking Athena's gonna come out and fucking take the title. I don't know. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, that's
some shit's gonna happen.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we was here for this shit when it comes to her and Athena. We was like, yo, I think TK is building her up to go up against, you know what I'm saying, Athena, because Athena been holding it down in Ring of Honor for like how long? Like 2 years by that time.
Yeah, 500 days or some shit. Yeah.
She's been cooking.
So they've been featuring Athena a lot more now. So,
but she still hasn't circled the block when it comes to Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné cheated to beat her, and this is ridiculous that she didn't address that shit yet. All these months she didn't address the shit.
They doing that Grand Slam in New York again? Because I would do it there. Fuck it. That'd be good.
What? Mercedes Moné, yo, I'm not gonna lie, like she's not it right now. I don't know how much more time anybody needs. It's been over a fucking year. You haven't done nothing but just take, and take. That's all you did was take. The matches, you got that. You got the matches. I'll give you that. But other than that, who is you know what I'm saying, when it comes to another female? Who's as strong as her? Who? All you got is Tony Storm. And they just now starting to go into the next gear when it comes to that rivalry. Just now.
I mean, who else they got? Statlander? Maybe. I don't know.
She already cooked her.
I know. I was gonna say.
Which is what. But long-term story. If they really want to go long-term storyline, they could spin the block with that.
So for you at, B, I need some answers.
I mean, what's her name? Fucking WWE. Her best friend. If she ever leaves. The fuck's her name?
Bailey. You think Bailey's gonna leave WWE and go to AEW
to fight her? Yeah.
Oh
maybe.
Man,
I can see that.
You really think Bailey's leaving WWE?
I think so. The way they've been treating her.
I wouldn't be mad. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't be mad if she was to leave WWE and go to AEW. That would be something interesting. I wouldn't be mad at that.
AEW gets Bailey and WWE gets the dentist. There you go.
That's the same token. Then you got to think of this motherfucker. You know how this motherfucker gives it up. He will just have you on contract and don't even use you.
Oh yeah.
I was feeding the cat. Meow. Anyway, I overheard you earlier. You were talking about take, but again, you had no problem when Roman did it. I'm just saying. Anyway.
As long as the matches are good with her, I don't care how many belts he holds.
What are you talking about? We just discussed he got more people over. I don't even know why even
he got nobody over, bro. He got nobody over his entire run.
Why are we comparing Roman Reigns to Mercedes Moné? Why are we even doing that? That's number one.
Because he did the exact same thing where he just killed everybody and you didn't give a shit. You cheered it.
No, don't do that because I'm very fair.
You did.
I'm very fair
every
though.
week. You kept talking about how awesome the tribal chief is and how no
Yes.
one's ready. You didn't care.
Yes, but he was getting motherfuckers over though. You
He
literally
was
just
not
said
getting
it. Like, are
anybody
you
else. He
serious?
completely killed Finn
Are you
Balor.
ignoring what
Finn
you
Balor's been
said?
dead ever since. He damn near killed Drew McIntyre's career. It's a miracle he able to bring himself back.
Mac and Luger.
My dude.
He still technically hasn't brought himself back.
Finn Balor has not been the same
My
since that
dude, you
stupid
literally
finish.
just said not too long ago that he got over this dude Sami Zayn and Jey Uso and
The
Paul Heyman
story,
and all.
not Roman. Roman
But
didn't do a damn thing with them.
He is the story. What do you mean?
What?
He is the story.
I don't even like Finn Balor, and Finn Balor has not been the same since he lost to Roman. He damn near killed any aura he had left. That stupid finish where the turnbuckle broke. What the fuck was that?
God.
We all remember that. Yeah.
Oh my
They
God.
still have not. You talk about something they haven't addressed. They haven't addressed that shit. It's like they erased it from existence. Like, and he was the demon.
She was
and he
also
was
partly responsible. I don't give her full credit. 50% goes to Mercedes as far as Mariah. Mariah May, of course. Oh, and by the way, I told you that it was one and done. Yeah.
Also,
he's right. I
if you
was telling this motherfucker Black Star, I was like, yo, nah, B, they gotta run that shit back. Ain't no way this is gonna just have that one match. And the what was it? The Owen, the females Owen.
No, but to answer your question though, on a more serious thing, like this isn't new. But we just have to see where it's going. Remember a couple of years back when Kurt Angle had all the titles in TNA? Remember that? He was the tag champion, X Division champion, world champion.
That was
he had
mad years back. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So eventually, though, he lost them, and finally, when the last title he lost was the world title, and I remember correctly, I believe he lost to Joe. That was the lockdown. Did the MMA cage match? The
MMA fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I gotta see where it's going because the story is still in progress. It hasn't, because she really hasn't been there that long. She's only been there slightly over because
my dude, she's been there
really
over
just slightly over
a year.
Yeah, just slightly over a year, bro. That's not long enough to tell a compelling story with all the titles. So
she doesn't have any story. She just goes around and eat, and take.
So did Roman, and you didn't give a fuck. So what's the difference?
Why do you keep
feed me
she's
more.
nowhere near let's not do that. We can't
You're right,
compare
no
the
one
two.
is, and that's a good thing.
We cannot compare the two.
I don't want to. I hate
yes, you do. What do you mean? You brought it up. You said like,
I'm just simply saying how he was eating, and you didn't care. You liked it. So
he said, I don't want to compare it, and he's the one that's comparing it.
If Roman was a belt collector, I would have fucking roped myself and hung myself out the window. Oh my God.
Oh God! If Roman Reigns is a belt collector, especially now, do you know how many people would hate this product?
No.
Oh my God.
He not believe only guys that would be belt collectors are guys like Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson. That's basically it, and technical guys.
All right, and then be that as it may, right? Okay, it's all about the story. At least he had a story going on.
No, he didn't.
Mercedes Moné don't even have a story.
Roman had no fucking story. What are you talking about?
Oh my God! You literally just said he had a story. Are you kidding me? Do y'all hear this shit?
Straight. He had no story.
You said he had a story. You just said that shit not so long ago.
He had no story for most of his run, bro.
Yeah. The only story I know is the Brady Bunch. Here's a story of a lovely lady.
What the fuck you talking about, Nate?
Can we all just get along? It's fake wrestling. Shut up. No fighting. Bullshit.
Yeah, what the fuck you act like this? This how we talk. What the hell?
I know.
It's hilarious.
The fuck? It's called a debate, motherfucker. Catch up. You know the time.
Debate. Yeah, you got that.
Oh my God.
Nate's like, oh my God, these black people. Stop arguing, you black people.
Yeah, quick. Give me some more ribs. We need the barbecue to keep going. Hamburgers. Quick.
That's why I can't be around y'all black motherfuckers. Y'all stay arguing.
I'll think of my white self at my casino by myself. That's it.
Oh God. Yeah, we are
Oh,
wilding out. But
man.
so, should we do predictions for Night of Champions
Come
or what?
on with
Fatu or Solo?
God.
You already know, B. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to like Solo a little more, mainly because when it comes to his promos got very better, But I'm telling you, B, it just is what it is. He's gonna win, and it sucks because Jacob Fatu, he's just now starting to get his feet wet, but they gotta give Solo something.
I don't think
Jacob
he's gonna win
losing.
cleanly. I think it'll be shenanigans with a boot or some shit. Yeah, I can see. No way
I think
clean
I think Hikaleo might interfere. They keep running
or
that shit
something.
back.
Yeah, there'll be
They
some
did say
shenanigans.
they did say he's in Saudi, so
Oh, jeez.
He is.
they said reports say Hikaleo is in Saudi, so don't be
He's been
surprised if he
working.
turns up.
He's been working dark matches the past couple of weeks, and
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
normally,
I remember
normally when
TK
you
was
start
saying that.
working dark matches, they're getting you ready for a main roster debut most of the time.
He's gonna show up on the PLE. That's why they waited for JC to show up. So
I hope
yeah.
Hassan's there tomorrow. I hope they play that music. I'll fucking lose it.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
As a matter of fact, let me I'm gonna pull up the card. Let me see if we'll pull up the card real quick. Give everybody a visual.
While you do that, I just want to say it kind of brings a tear to my eye to see Abyss in a WWE game. It really does.
Yeah,
Tear in my eye. What is that? Ric Flair winning the Royal Rumble? Tear
he's
in my eye.
officially retiring. No, Abyss. He officially announced his retirement.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
like that they brought over his TNA theme. They could have given him some generic music, but
Oh
Right.
my god, thank God. Oh my god, that was the one thing I was worried about. Thank God.
haven't they learned from the network with generic music? Did the ECW?
shout outs to the NXT crowd. I saw the clip on Botchamania where they were chanting "Fire Death Rebel, Fire Death Rebel." Clap, 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 clap.
So Ballet asked who will take it off Solo. This dude, Jacob.
Fatu. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fatu.
Yeah.
Fatu could take it back. Like
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like they could have if they have Solo win here, they could run it back at SummerSlam.
Exactly. That's how feuds usually go, like 3 matches, right? Yeah, because that makes sense. Someone's got to win the third or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't
Oh,
even
yeah,
think
yeah.
Fatu needs the US title, to be honest with you. But it gives him something to do.
Jacob got his first singles
I'm about to
title.
be
It's
the world.
cool. That man Jacob should be the world champion. And they keep teasing him versus Braun Breaker. So I'm like, they gotta run that back they gotta run that sometime.
Yeah, Kevin Owens making fun of Breaker's tan.
Kevin Owens. I don't know if y'all saw Kevin Owens on Cody's podcast. He had me rolling. Like,
Yeah, I watched a couple of clips.
oh my god, the clip he said about Matt Cardona is fucking hilarious. Like, dude, how you say you an indie god and asking WWE when you gonna sign me? Like, oh my god.
What? He was really stop playing.
He said that
yeah.
word for word. I swear.
Oh wow.
Man, I gotta find the clip, but I'm gonna post it in the chat. But he really said that.
I think he's near retirement, Owens, and what he was talking about his neck. So
yeah,
he's
I'm
scared
about to pull
about
up the
the
card
surgery.
right now.
Man, I've always said when you get a neck injury in wrestling, you're on borrowed time.
Exactly.
That's
Look at
Yeah,
Austin.
yeah, touch and go.
I think the thing with Cardona is it's not that he can't come back to WWE. He just wants to come back as like what he's doing now, And are they gonna let him do that, or because typically in WWE when you come back as what you were there. Nobody wants to see Zack Ryder, but Cardona, I'd see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till Cena leaves because I don't like his chances if he comes back now. Wait till Cena leaves.
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay,
Is
so
it
what
locker?
else we got here?
Oh, it's just fine. It's just what, like 6 matches? Okay. So
How
we
cool
talked
you
about
be?
all right, so we talked about Solo and Jacob.
Hmm.
We all say Solo, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You going for Solo too?
Yeah, but
I'm go-
shenanigans.
No,
I'm
no,
going with
not
shenanigans.
you, not
Oh,
you, Nate. This dude TKO. You going for Solo, Nate? I mean, not Nate. TKO.
I love Jacob, but let's be real. Solo doesn't win the title, he's completely cooked.
But come on, that's still your boy though. Like,
I'm always gonna love Jacob, bro. Like, come on. Do I think Jacob can win? Yeah, and will, but I'm just saying in general, I'm being real.
my dude,
I think
he lost
Solo is
faith.
oh now
TKO lost
listen to
faith.
me.
He was like,
Listen to me. Are you gonna agree that Solo is overdue for a title or a big
yeah,
moment?
I do
Like,
agree.
come on. Like, that man has been booked in
has Fatu lost
oblivion.
yet?
No. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, he'll
Fatu
be
has
fine
not
then.
been. Yeah, he
If
has
he
not.
lost, he probably lost a tag team match, probably, but
But
not
he's
a
not been pinned
singles.
in a singles
He
match.
Not a
has. He
singles.
hasn't been pinned. He hasn't been pinned in a singles match since he's been there. So it's not
You know
going to hurt
what?
him at
And
all.
you know what? Yeah, you know what? That's another good point. Have Solo be the first one to pin him. He brought him in the game. Have him
And
be the
it's
first one.
and
yeah.
it's not gonna hurt. So it's not gonna hurt Jacob if he does take a L.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
No.
Other than him being the worst U.S. champion ever, but
Oh God.
Nakamura's run was way worse, bro. That shit was a
no, it
waste of
was not. Yo, come
time. He
on,
did
man.
nothing. Nakamura did nothing, bro.
Jacob
He did
Fatu ain't do
nothing.
nothing either.
But
Nakamura.
Fatu's over. That's the
At least
difference. Fatu's
on the
over. He
bright
has
side,
connection.
at least Jacob's the U.S. champion. I forgot when Shinsuke won it. I forgot he had it. I swear to God, I forgot he had it.
The only thing Nakamura did in WWE is destroy AJ's balls. That's about it. Jesus Christ. Those low
Let
balls.
that let that sink in.
Shit.
That's the highest point of Shinsuke's career. Like, and I've said this too. Every time Shinsuke had a title, it's the worst reign. Like, he doesn't do shit with any belt he wins.
Okay, what we got next? What we got
Right.
next?
Yeah. Anyway, Jade Cargill or Asuka?
Yeah, shout outs to
Jesus.
the racists for booing Jade. I like that. I like to just boo
Didn't
her
she
for
win
no
already? I
reason.
think she won already. Didn't she win already?
No.
No, they did. No, it's either Jade or Asuka. I'm thinking Asuka's winning. Honestly, give me Io versus
I.
Asuka. That shit's gonna cook.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't want to be a hypocrite, so I'm going for Oscar.
Yeah, I'll go with Asuka.
Because the reason why I say I don't want to be a hypocrite because I just told this dude TKO like, oh, of course you know this dude Solo's gonna win, but still, you know what I mean? Be on your boy's side, be on this dude's side. This dude Jacob. So I'm not gonna
I'm
be a
never losing
hypocrite
Jacob crowd.
because I would go for Jade Cargill because I know she's gonna win, but I'm like, nah, fuck that. Oscar, that's my bitch. I'm still rolling with her.
Yeah, I I think Oscar's winning. Honestly, I think they're gonna roll with Oscar versus Io. And plus, and if she does win, it's not gonna be clean because I do think Naomi might interfere.
Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, from the before. Yeah.
You versus Oscar might still happen.
Probably.
Black Saw said he was going for
SummerSlam.
Jade. I was like, when you had said that, Black Saw, I was like, you know what? I was going for it too. I'm like, you know what? I do see WWE having her win, but
I'm just thinking about
for the
I'm
sake
sorry.
of not me being a hypocrite, I'm going with Oscar.
I'm just thinking about well, SummerSlam. I got to remember SummerSlam is 2 nights now. It's 2 nights. I got to remember that.
Oh, geez.
But still, even with that being the case, I'm just thinking of like what sounds better on paper as a SummerSlam women's match. Like what sounds marquee? Asuka versus Io Sky or Tiffany Stratton versus Jade. I'm sorry, Asuka versus Io just sounds better. That's a match that people are going to want to see. They're both good in the ring. You know it's going to be a great match. I'm not saying Tiffany Jade wouldn't, but that doesn't scream SummerSlam women's title to me. You know,
I
because
think
SummerSlam's the
they've been
biggest.
building. I think they've been building for Jade against Naomi for SummerSlam. I think that's the end game with all of this.
And
I
look
think
what
the
and the
I
show's in New
think that
Jersey. So.
I think the end game is Naomi and Bianca, but Bianca's not going to be back until after SummerSlam. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
didn't she break her finger? Unfortunately.
she's healed. She's healed. She's just
Okay.
they're just not using her right now.
Yeah.
You know who else is healed and they're not being used right now? Keith
oh,
Lee, goddamn it.
Keith Lee.
Well, Keith
well,
is easy. Well, no, Keith is easy to figure out. The reason why he's not wrestling, because I said this shit about Bray, and I'll put my own bias aside because I know I wasn't the biggest Bray Wyatt fan. Right before he died, there were reports coming out saying that he was cleared. And I was asking anybody who would listen back then, I was like, how? Because he needed the thing near his heart to live. Like, how can you clinically take a bump with that type of heart condition? And when I would ask that, nobody could give me any answers. And then unfortunately, he died like a week later. So the reason why Keith isn't wrestling is probably the same thing because he had this whatever condition Bray had, Keith has it too. So how do you see what I'm saying? How do you take because to be a wrestler, you got to take bumps and shit, you got to have cardio, but how do you protect your heart? Why you can't? There's not really a way you can do that without, dying.
Eat
So
Cheerios, it lowers cholesterol. I know that.
right,
also,
right.
if we're really going to be real about Keith Lee, he's at more of a risk, especially because of his move set.
Yeah. What he really needs to do, I'm just happy the guy's alive. If he really wants to wrestle again, he's probably gonna have to drop a lot of weight like Gunther did, and that's
He's
unfortunate
also
because I was talking with Sandman because Keith Lee's whole gimmick was being unlimited, like he's this big guy that can do anything. But I'm sorry, man, like if you want to live and wrestle, you're gonna have to drop the weight, Keith. You're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Because when you're that size, it makes you more likely to have like a heart attack, a stroke, and he's got to drop. And I'm not even trying to fat shame. He's got to drop like at least like maybe 50, 60 pounds. But if he did that, he'd have to change his whole move set. And if he changed his move set, he'd have to change his persona. So we're talking like a complete just recreation from the ground up. And it's like, do you want to do that? And even if you did that, would you still be over? Would you connect like you did before? So when you see what I'm saying? So it's like that's a lot
What
of
You
stuff.
see,
about
you see the what I pulled up on the Counciltron.
Yeah.
yeah.
But he said, I've been good for quite some time, though I do appreciate the concern, but no campaign required. Things happen the way they are supposed to, and eventually the purpose will show itself.
He's probably just better off being an agent or something.
Yeah.
He's probably just in his head more than likely. More than likely, he's probably just in his head wondering like, okay, how do I make this work?
What about a tag team? You take off a little bit off the workload. You think
I
that might
thought
work for a
Oh
while?
yeah,
I
Yeah,
thought
remember him and this dude was
him,
a tag team. Him and Swerve.
Swerve.
Yeah, I
Right.
was
him
gonna
and
say if you put him in a tag team for maybe a year while he loses some weight, maybe it could help.
That's why I always get angry when people say, "Oh, TK dropped the ball." I'm like, TK knew he was fucking sick, so he probably was thinking, "I know, I'll make him a tag team to give him less." Like seriously, go back and watch any of the Swerve Keith Lee matches.
Now we spoke
Swerve
about
is
it. We spoke about it.
right. Swerve is doing like 80% of the match, and then Keith would come in, get the hot tag back out.
Yeah.
And at the time, we didn't think much of it. It was just like, okay, well now knowing what we know now, it's like, oh, okay, I see what's
And
going
plus,
on
with
here.
Brody Lee when he died too, so it's like you don't want another guy fucking dying on the watch with a little heart issue or
yeah,
something. Like
yeah,
Jesus,
he had lung issues, so
lung issues, yeah. That was crazy. Yeah, I knew something was wrong with Brody Lee when he died because I was like, wait a minute, he had like an ankle injury. Why the fuck is he's still out? It's like, okay, I knew something was
I'm like,
more to the
yeah, because
story.
he was out longer than expected.
Yeah,
Like, Right.
I knew
Yeah.
something
Last
was up.
interview that Brody had, you can actually find it on
Oh yeah,
AEW
he said something
channel.
about it. Yeah, it's cardio or
But
something.
yeah,
He's talking about
he was being interviewed by Shivani and Aubrey.
the
This was
Aubrey.
like it was like during the summer of 2020, and I guess Brody was working out in his home. You know, he's got a gym in his house, and in the interview, you can clearly see he was out of breath, and they were like, "Oh, are you
Yeah,
okay?" And he was like, "Oh, like." He just said that he just finished working out. You know, he'll calm down eventually. But he never, like in the interview, like he kept drinking water and he kept wiping the towel away from his face. You could see something was wrong. And then, according to what his wife said, not long after the interview, he had to go to the emergency room. It was so bad that they had to get a helicopter to like fly him directly, you know, to where it was. So I know Mia Yim, Keith Lee's wife,
Yeah.
Mia Yim.
Meechin.
Mia has a YouTube channel. Oh, you're right, Meechin. And when Keith was sick, according to what Mia said, Keith was like completely bedridden. Like she did everything for him. She had to like make his food. She had to like change his
Jesus.
clothes, help brush his teeth. Like that's how bad it was. Like he was that close. And I'm not trying to like get in his business or anything, but like I think a lot of fans just don't understand like how close this dude was to dying. It was that bad, you know. And he's trying to save
Right.
face because he doesn't want people to know how bad it was. And I appreciate that, you know.
If
I'm
that
just
was
happy
me, I
he's
would have said.
alive, man.
If that was me, I'd say, babe, just take the pill and smother me. Just end it. just end it. Let it be over. Shit.
Nah, fuck
I
that,
think
you
we'll see
know.
Keith again. He's probably just figuring out what his next move is, like, you know. But like I said,
Yeah.
he's gonna have to drop the weight, man.
Drop
And
the weight.
it is easier said than done because
Of
you know
course.
me myself, you know what I mean. I gotta drop some pounds and shit. I gained some weight. And I
Careful of
gotta
that
drop that
surgery
shit.
too. That lap band surgery. People died from that shit, man. Infections and shit. So
You
Because
said
yeah,
lap dance surgery.
lap band
yeah.
No,
surgery.
I think you said lap dance surgery.
No, that's Vince McMahon's
Because
surgery. lap.
Gunther
Hold
had
on,
motivation.
whoa. What's you said lap band?
Yeah, lap band. Lap.
Yeah, what
Like
is that?
lap. It's where they tie a thing in your intestine and basically make your stomach smaller, so you can only eat like small portions of food at a time, or you'll throw up. So
Oh yeah, I've heard of
basically,
that.
they cut your
Oh.
intestines and tie it. Yeah, and you lose a lot of weight, and then you get the skin flap, and then you got to go surgery for that. So it's a lot of shit. So, but my friend's dad died. He got an infection. He died. He was only 42 years old, and he got the surgery. He died. So I was like, "Fuck, man, that's crazy."
Jesus.
So
Yeah, like when it comes to that shit, like when it comes to like weight loss surgery and shit like that, the older you get, the more
it's harder to
risky
lose
it
weight.
is.
It's harder to lose weight. Your metabolism slows down.
Like it's more risky when you get older. When you go, when you want to get that surgery to lose weight, it's more risky the older you get.
Yeah.
That's the thing that people gotta understand. Is like I get it. I definitely get it. It sucks to work out, but it's like at the end of the day, you gotta move your body around. You gotta move. You gotta move. Drink a lot of water, like a lot. My thing is like cucumber water.
Yeah.
I love
Cut
cucumber
carbs
water
though.
and shit like that.
If you cut soda and like bread, you'll lose like 10 pounds, 20 pounds a year. If you can cut like certain carbs
Yeah,
out of your
and
diet.
that's like my main thing. Carbs.
Carbs, bread,
Hey,
that's a killer for me.
TKO, you still there?
Yeah.
Who was the guy Swerve faced on Collision last week? Remember, I sent the clip on Twitter. You know, they had the little gambling during the match.
That's Shane Taylor.
Yeah. He fought
Yeah,
Shane Taylor.
Shane
Yeah.
Taylor. Thank you. Yeah, his name escaped me. Best bet, I would say, because they used to team. Keith and Shane used to team back at Ring of Honor. They was like two big men teams. Put Keith if he's serious. Put Keith back with Shane Taylor and Shane's crew at and as Keith can be like Shane's heavy, like where Shane does all the work and Keith can be like the guy because he's already got his own crew from what I can see. He's got those other dudes from Ring of Honor with him. They're mostly like a collision act. They're not really on Dynamite like that. But if assuming he wants to stay with AEW and if he really is cleared, I would put him back with Shane as a heavy, and I would just say, let's see, we're like do that for like maybe what's a good amount of time? Like 3-4 months to see, because that's enough time to see. All right, like you can do a bump, a clothesline, power slam, nothing crazy. Shane does all the work basically, and if you can do that for like 4 months, everything's good. Then okay, like then let's bring you back to Dynamite and let's see where it goes. If he doesn't want to stay in AEW, if he wants to go to WWE or TNA, that's cool too. But again,
He's still gonna have to switch up his offense if he does that anyway. So
yeah,
either way, if he comes back, his entire move set is gonna have to change.
yeah,
Man, the whole roster needs to change. Tony Khan needs to start firing a lot of people. I'm not gonna hold you. There's a lot of people on that roster that they're not doing anything.
I agree.
I agree too.
They're hiding out. I'm still on the payroll. Good.
Another
Word,
another good
like
idea for Keith is if he went to TNA, joined the X division, and because of his size, the X division dudes could just bump for him. He wouldn't have to do anything. You know what I mean?
There we
Like that
go.
kind of thing.
That works right there. There we go. That's good. Yeah.
That's up to him again. It's up to him. So we'll see.
Plus, they have a lighter schedule too, TNA, so that would be good too. A lighter schedule.
Yeah.
And
But yeah.
Anyway, back to the card. I'm gonna say the other King of the Ring match, Cody or Randy.
Oh
most
god.
unnecessary King of the Ring final of all. Well, not the most necessary, but it's up there. I have to remember we had a final between Mabel and Savio Vega. Like, oh my god,
Oh
Jesus.
jeez.
Oh God, don't even bring that shit up. That shit was ass. That no
I'm a
lie.
little intrigued between these two in that match, Cody Rhodes and this dude. I'm a little intrigued. You
I'm a
know,
little. I'm sorry, but Saudi does not deserve this
they
match
don't.
or at all. Like
They
most of the
don't.
matches on this card, Saudi should not be getting.
They're
My
paying
problem with this
$50
match
million.
is
Shit.
my problem with this match, besides it being unnecessary, is the match has no drama at all. I was hoping the first Cody Orton match would have some drama and they would have like
No, that's
unpredictability,
another
but
thing. This is not the first match these two are having.
Right. I think this should be the catalyst for this
yeah,
dude. One of them turning heel
well,
because
Randy
there's
clearly.
report because you see there's reports out there saying that this dude Cody might end up turning heel.
There you
So
go.
we don't
I
know
would,
if it's a catalyst for either one of them turning heel.
I would pay to see that shit if that's the case.
Well, Cody's clearly winning this match, so yeah.
They're giving Cody the crown. I don't know. I really don't know why.
Same.
Shit. If these motherfuckers was creative, they had Randy Orton win that shit and have
If these
Randy Orton
motherfuckers was,
take the
if these
belt off Gunther.
motherfuckers, if these motherfuckers was creative, neither one of them would be in the finals.
Yeah, yeah,
There we
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
The
Right.
fuck?
Yeah.
The fuck? No.
I completely agree. Because when it
Yeah.
comes to the King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring, whatever fucking ring it is, it should be nothing but newbies that's not already made.
It was weird that the final four was baby faces. The
Yeah.
King of the Ring has always been like a heel gimmick more than anything. So,
Yeah.
Y'all got
I
all these
think that
motherfuckers on the damn roster, and y'all still only use a handful of them, maybe a couple handfuls of them. Like, I
Yeah.
don't get this shit. Just imagine all the motherfuckers that's on the roster that's not being used. Where the fuck is Omos?
the Monsoon
Jeez.
dude, the Bobby Monsoon guy, I always mention him. He brought this up on his last video.
Call him back.
He said that WWE has a serious heel problem, and I didn't really realize it until he broke it down that way. What he meant by that he was saying that like they have a lack of credibility of heels, and he's right. Like when you look at the roster, and I can't believe I'm saying this. It's fucking stupid. It's a sad state of affairs. When you look at WWE's entire roster, like right now, like the roster on television on Raw, and I was like, forget NXT, Raw and SmackDown. The only person that's really getting like legit heel heat is Logan Paul. Just him.
Just him.
And he's
It
hurt.
really is.
And oh god, man, that's wild to me.
So I actually agree. Yeah, there's definitely a serious heel problem in WWE. There's a lack of credibility with heels. All their most over stars are like faces. They don't really have any heels.
Andrade just pinned Ciampa in a tag team match. Let me find out.
Wait, Andrade won a match?
He actually won a match.
Is Cody still on? Is Cody on Raw? He's still on Raw, right? Braun Breaker and all that.
They don't even fucking know where they're at. They don't know.
They don't care. They don't care.
No, because I was saying
supposedly he's supposed to be on SmackDown, but who knows?
Okay. No, I was gonna say have Cody win, and then the following week they do a skit where fucking Cody gets jumped in a parking lot like his daddy did with Braun Breaker, Heyman, and Seth.
Well,
like
they did that with they did that with The Rock already. Remember, The Rock was beating him up in the rain.
Or they whooped your ass in the rain.
You don't stop recording until I tell you stop recording.
I will forever say that segment was fucking dog shit. That made Cody look so bad.
I'm sorry, but that shit. I'm sorry, but the uncensored shit made me laugh.
They're not going to because it sucked. That's why.
Yo, my dude, you never talk shit about AEW though.
Bro, that segment was awful, dude.
You never,
that was
yo,
an awful
you go,
segment.
you go
Rock
hard.
made the entire bloodline and Cody look like a bunch of bitches.
You go
it
more
was
hard
an
on
awful segment.
Yo, can y'all agree? This dude goes more hard on WWE than AEW. That's really
I go hard on AEW when they do dumb shit. Remember when I went hard on Mox a couple of months ago? When Mox was like, "Are you willing to make the ultimate sacrifice to Swerve?" And I was like, "Do you not watch this show? Have you seen the crazy shit Swerve has done?"
One instance.
Chris goes hard on WWE because he's still mad because WCW got bought out. That's
right.
It.
Like he's
from the South. You kill my company, I kill you.
AEW be doing some crazy bullshit. I'm like, yo, and then you twist yourself into pretzels trying to defend this shit. But WWE, oh yo, that's what I'm talking about. This shit sucks. That shit sucks.
I don't twist myself into pretzels defending anything TK does. In fact, I've even said before that TK's actually been pretty good this year. He doesn't talk on social media as much. When he does those press conferences after the pay-per-views, he sticks to the point. He's not taking jabs at WWE anymore. Like this whole year, he's actually been like pretty chill. So the reason why I'm not really going after them is because they haven't really done anything stupid enough for me to be like, what the fuck was that? Is it perfect?
You serious?
No.
Are you serious? They haven't done nothing. They haven't done nothing this year for them to look crazy.
I said this year, for the most part, he's been pretty chill.
Oh,
this year.
So we got 3 more matches on the card.
No, actually it's just 2 matches. Just 2. No, it's 3.
No, it's 3. We got a street fight between Rhea Ripley and Raquel.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Oh, they added that to the card?
Yeah. Let that sink in. They added a women's street fight with no belts on the line, but it's called Night of Champions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like it's only 2 title matches on this shit.
Yeah.
Night of
Champions. This is their way.
It's ridiculous.
I guess this is their way of trying to reheat Raquel. I was saying earlier in the week that Raquel was a really big prospect in NXT, and it hasn't really translated on the main roster. So maybe this is their attempt.
I said her best feud on NXT was against Rhea, and I'm like, oh man.
Didn't she marry Braun Strowman?
I think so.
They broke.
Yeah,
they broke up for what? I think they broke up. What I heard. I might be wrong, but that's the last I heard.
Jesus.
I think the biggest surprise is that Karrion Kross has a match like on actual PLE. Like, wow.
All time. Jesus.
Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn. Yeah.
Didn't he have like one of the best-selling T-shirts the last month or so? Or some
because of that. Yeah, because of that.
Which is weird because I didn't even know the motherfucker had shirts.
It's because of that. It's because of that promo he did. That's
yeah.
Apparently, Kross has been working main event. He's been working main event like every week.
Yeah, he's on a winning streak.
Yeah. So he's working. He's just not being used on Raw for some fucking reason. I don't know why.
You know,
There he is.
Cross got. I'm
There's a
sorry.
rumor out there saying that he don't like taking bumps. That's a rumor.
I don't. I don't know about that because I've seen a lot of his old matches. He took bumps like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't get
You,
this
you seen his
narrative.
wife? You seen his wife? I take a bump with her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scarlett. Cross is lucky to have this match. If it wasn't for AJ and Dom leaving out, this match wouldn't even be there.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's
They
there.
announced a match. No, they announced a match before they took off the Dom and AJ match.
No, but I'm glad.
It was there from before.
I guess, but
This is probably
even
like the biggest spot Cross has been in since he's come back, right?
It is the biggest. It is.
it is. It is. Actually, the biggest spot.
No. It's when he's at WrestleMania with the final testicles.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
the
that's
biggest match.
Wow, I forgot about that.
it's big. Oh man, what they did to Cross, man, it's sad. Even if you're not a fan of his, this dude had a fantastic return. Like he beat down Drew McIntyre and confronted Roman Reigns. How they not follow up
That's
on
what it
that?
all goes back to is the fact that the bloodline just ignored him. Like there was no follow up to that at all. That really, really hurt his presentation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Roman should have wrestled Cross, but some type of acknowledgement of like, hey, yo, Oos, like, what are we gonna do about this Cross dude? And just have Roman say something like, oh, don't worry, like, if he steps up, we'll take care of him, like something, And they just totally ignored it, like it didn't, like he was nobody of any importance. And fans remember that shit. Like fans are not stupid, they remember that shit. So
Yeah, like it was a great return for Cross. Like I thought it was actually going to lead to something, and then they just dropped it. I'm like, really? Anyway, I'm gonna say Cross is beating Sammy here.
Yeah, he needs a win.
I think Cross definitely needs this.
I mean, I agree he needs it, but I can't in good conscience say he's gonna win just because if Triple H had this big grand plan with him, he'd be on TV every week. I don't think Triple H really sees much.
Yeah, of course we go to Anubis. What's going on, Anubis?
Ego.
Do you think Sammy's taking it?
Yeah, I think as a matter of fact, this is probably the opener. And I think about it, it's probably the opening match.
You know how WWE gives it up. You in your hometown, well, you can afford to lose.
Sammy,
you know that's how WWE gives it up.
You lose in your hometown, retire.
You know what? Now that
your hometown or it's your birthday, you losing.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that I think about it, has Sammy ever lost a match in Saudi?
Has he even wrestled in Saudi?
Yeah, he's wrestled in Saudi.
Yeah,
he's wrestled in
a few times.
Yeah, has
I
he
remember he was
lost
protesting it years ago.
A couple times he lost. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he didn't want to go a few times.
The only reason I don't think he's losing is because I just feel like if they really had, and I could be wrong here, but I just feel like if they had plans for Cross, they would have had him. They would be using him more. They're not using him, So I guess we'll see.
Well, main event: Cena or Punk.
Oh God.
I said this before. I think Punk might be the only one to get a good match out of Cena in this whole run.
Yeah.
And honestly, this has literally been the most interesting this whole run. So technically, Punk was kind of right in that regard.
I'm only interested in the crowd reactions. I want to see if the fans are going to boo Punk.
Well, the way they cheered for Punk when he mocked Cena's word life shit.
Yeah.
They literally sang friggin' the word life theme. So
that was funny. They were booing with that press thing earlier before SmackDown. They were booing Punk, but they were singing his song. I was like, wow.
That's why I say. That's why I say who cares? Because, and Seth Rollins even said it in his promo, and the crowd actually did it. 1 minute they were chanting Roman, then they chanted Punk, then they were singing Rollins' song. then they were barking with Braun Breaker. I'm like, they were all over the place. So like,
Yeah.
it don't matter. They'll be mad. They'll be mad at Punk now, but they're gonna forget about it like the next day.
Yeah, Cena's not dropping that belt to his last match, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he probably might drop it at SummerSlam or something, maybe.
Mm,
I'm back. I have to use the bathroom real quick.
yeah.
Okay. They will open and debut. Oh, they will open. Excuse me. Sorry about that. They will open with the debut and close with the surprise.
Yeah, close with a surprise, a fucking nuke missile.
Well, if they're
The U.S.
if they're
title will open tomorrow. Cross and Sammy will be the piss break match.
No,
Yeah,
they're not
I
gonna
won't
do
be surprised if they put that like in the middle of the card.
if
I can see them putting in either the first match or in the middle of the card.
that.
if
You forgot
Solo
about
and J- if
Scotty
Solo
Woman
and
are gonna be the piss break.
if Solo and Jacob is first, then they're definitely gonna debut Hikuleo.
Yeah. The surprise is Vince is going to call Ayatollah Khomeini to launch a missile at the end of the show. Vince is going to kill
And
it.
Vince is lucky he didn't get a missile thrown at his private jet when he left.
Holy shit.
Yo,
Wasn't
man,
like
fuck
Lesnar
all
on
that.
that jet
Yo,
too?
hold on, whoa. All truth is in Saudi Arabia. Nobody ain't say nothing. What happened?
Because
I
he
was there.
got a black mass from Aleister Black. What's there to say?
Oh, jeez.
Oh my
Yeah.
That
god, are you
I literally
serious?
that's what I was talking about, bro. I literally said Damian Priest challenged Jacob, and now they got him in the mix with Truth and Black.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that part, but I ain't hear you got caught with a black mask.
Yeah.
Why the
Black
fuck they
it,
doing this shit? Like, hold on, so they really trying to deter this motherfucker?
You know why? Triple H never wanted him back. He never
I'm
wanted
watching
him
this
back.
shit now. Oh,
Yeah.
come on. We
Hey,
supposed
The
to
Truth.
minute
just
the minute they called him Truth, I was like, this story's done. You cut
Yeah.
your hair off and said that
right?
Truth is dead.
Killing.
Ron
Yeah,
the
Truth.
Truth Killings lives. The very next week, our Truth versus John. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, you just the minute I saw that, I was like, okay, they're not doing shit with him. This was
Yeah,
Triple H
Killing.
basically just like, fine, I'll hire you back, but I'm not going to do shit with you. That's all
Nah,
this is.
Toph, you're forgetting. This was all part of the plan.
Yeah.
yo,
Did,
fuck you, Paul Levesque.
did
Seriously.
Killings forget how to throw a punch? Did you see those fucking punches he threw to Cena?
Like
I was
on
laughing
some
like,
real
what?
cheese shit. Y'all had something with this motherfucker. Yeah. And I seen it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing. This is like, geez, Louise. You got this dude beefing with Aleister Black now? Why? It's so fucking random. He just doing this shit just cause. Now, granted, yeah, this dude course it, this dude Aleister Black a match or whatever. But
Is
it's
it real?
like even
He
that was
cost.
random also.
Yeah. I mean, technically, Truth cost him a match against one half of Pretty Deadly.
Yeah,
So
pretty
can you?
bummy. That's
So
yeah.
realistically, if I was black, I would have said thank you personally. But
Exactly.
like,
He's like, oh, why did you do that to me?
They're
Like,
also
you
probably doing
really
it.
wanted to have a match with this motherfucker from Pretty Bummy? Is it that serious?
They also are probably doing it because they haven't really been doing anything with Black. He's just kind of there, so it gives him something to do. You know.
you notice ever since they signed these guys back, all the TK fumble chants have calmed down, right?
Yep.
You think
I'm just
they'll have
saying.
you ever think they'll have Black align himself with his wife eventually or no?
No,
No, keep them separate.
His wife should be with Andrade. It's like
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying
I don't
before.
know
But
why they just avoided that shit since they went to the main roster. It's hella weird.
yeah,
Like I've said several times, you know, you mentioned the TK fumble thing. It's just one of those things where a lot of fans they just don't want to accept that some wrestlers are just going to be middle of the card regardless of what company they're in, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Ethan Page, Ricky Starks, or Ricky Saints, whatever you want to call them. Malachi
Ricky
Black,
Saints.
Aleister Black, like good wrestlers, but they're not going to be world champions. No.
I think the NFL should sue him for that stupid name, Saints. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
That shit
He's from New Orleans,
No, I know. It's cool.
it
No,
makes
it's
sense.
cool. I'm just joking. But I'm like, yeah. I was like, whatever.
I mean,
Apparently, Black Star, as I read this week, Alistair, sorry. Apparently, his T-shirt sales are really good. So if that's true, they're not going to turn him.
Mhm.
If his T-shirt sales are bringing in good numbers.
Well, it worked for the NWO, and they were heels. So.
I mean,
It
nowadays,
works for Hail Cena, apparently.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I mean, who's really a heel nowadays? It's hard to tell who's a face and who's a heel. Almost everybody gets cheered now.
Yeah, who gives a shit? As long as they put out a good show, put good matches, I don't give a fuck.
But
Face heel.
to tell you the truth, it's always been like that though. Because the heels used to get cheered from before also.
Mm.
Well, yeah, but not like now.
The reason the heels got cheered before when Vince was still there was because Vince was so bad at booking baby faces, fans would just cheer heels as a default. And then the heels get so over, they turn face.
Well, it's the same thing like nowadays. Look at Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu was a heel, but they was like, you know what? They love this dude so much. We got to turn him into a face.
Yeah.
It's
Vince
the
was an
same
ass.
shit.
Dude, remember when fucking Sid threw out Hogan in '92 the Royal Rumble and they fucking cheered the hell out of it? They drowned out the audio. Vince was so fucking petty back then.
He
Shit.
eventually had to turn into a face because motherfuckers love Sid too much with the whole fist bump and the who's the man?
Who's the man? Yeah. Would you forget your scissors? I love that one, Bischoff.
I got you right now, Anubis. You can pull up real quick, so I'm about to shut shit down. But that's what I'll be telling y'all. Be like, if y'all want me to extend this shit, pause. You can hit the tip jar. We can keep on going. All you gotta do is hit the tip jar, and I'll keep that shit going. But we about to shut shit down. You can pull up real quick, Anubis. There you go, right there. Pull up.
What's up with Black Star? He's been busy.
He's been having technical issues.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
You know what I'm saying? So when he get that situated, you can pull up. You gotta get that situated though.
He's probably worried. Fucking North Korea launching a missile to California.
Oh God! They already sent ice down there, so don't give them ideas.
What's up?
Yeah.
This time and everything. I was waiting for this damn podcast to start, and nothing happened. Then the minute I'm watching something else, and the minute I go pick up some food, then all of a sudden I'm on here. And I'm like, what the hell? I missed an hour.
Yeah, I go live every Tuesday and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Turn them notifications on.
You gotta get that. You gotta get that notification on YouTube. It pops up on your phone.
Sometimes YouTube.
Turn that thing on.
I have notification on. And you know what it told me? Screw you. That's what notification does.
Oh, okay.
This is what y'all do. Y'all gotta hit the thumbs up and hit that bell when it's next to the subscribe. Hit that bell and all that, B.
I did. It didn't do shit. I have that on.
You gotta keep doing it, B. That's how YouTube be giving it up. And
YouTube be active.
And then
YouTube
make
is
sure y'all
weird.
comment too.
Yeah, they're shady.
Yeah, YouTube.
Hold on, wait. Slow down. I wanted to also mention, I appreciate everybody for hitting the comment section up when it comes to the uploads too. Y'all gotta do that also. That's how you keep in tune when every time I go live, every time I hit up put up a shorts or whatever the case may be. That's how you keep the shit in the algorithm and you keep the thread going. So remember that shit. And hit the thumbs up, Hacksaw Jim Duggan style.
Oh.
Yeah, the only thing I was gonna say is sometimes YouTube does this thing where for some reason it may unsubscribe you from people
Yeah.
you are subscribed to. And
Yeah,
then
that's what I was
sometimes,
saying. You gotta hit that bell. Like when you hit
Yep.
that bell
yeah,
and shit, you always stay in tune. It's a
and then
bell right
sometimes,
next to the sub. Is a bell right next to the subscribe button. You gotta make sure
Yeah.
that shit is hit.
and
Yeah,
then
my
sometimes you'll
school
still
when
be
I'm at
subscribed. You'll still be subscribed, but it will unnotify like the little bell thing that Sandman was talking about. And then
yeah
you gotta like click it again to get the. I don't know why it does that. YouTube's weird sometimes.
my work
I
my
know.
work watch this channel. I have to have a VPN on to go on your show or whatever. Listen to old episodes. It's crazy.
What?
Well, I be on
Really?
here all the
Wow.
time, but like
I don't know
it's
why.
just funny because it happens. I wasn't really tripping. I just like, damn, I missed the show. Yeah, well,
Now, real quick, you can, tap in and talk about what we want to talk about real quick before we get up out of here.
okay. Well, first things first. I can't believe that this is going to become a catchphrase on here. How are y'all surprised? How?
What?
What?
At all the things that irk y'all about what this company be doing. How are y'all surprised at that?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. And the other thing I was going to say is, what's Tony Khan keeping his damn mouth shut? John Moxley getting sued.
Yeah, that's bullshit. He gonna get nothing. That
So
guy's
is
gonna get
25
nothing.
though.
That's
yeah,
on that's on
man, look,
Mox. So
you opened up a can of worms with that.
Yeah, that's a Moxley.
Yeah, but it's still like,
But
can't
we
say
spoke
nothing.
about that shit. We spoke about that shit on the last show. I was saying that like, come on. Matter of fact, you was here for that shit. You was here at the
Yeah.
table when this
But
dude
you were
just
talking about how TK's been quiet lately and stuff, and I'm like,
He has
but
been
I
quiet
played the
lately.
video when the dude just Mox barely pushed homie. Like it was a little push. It was
Yeah, it
like,
wasn't that bad.
it was like,
I
oh,
went
come
down the rabbit
on.
hole on that guy. He was supposed to. He was applying for a full time job. He was like an intern, and they didn't hire him.
yeah,
You know, it happens
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's it. That's what happens.
He's just trying to get his money.
yeah.
Look what Ballet said. You have to constantly check that you are subscribed. Thank you, Ballet.
This motherfucker
What's his
probably
show?
spill a cup of coffee and tripped to sue. Fucking that guy. Jesus Christ. Slip and fall fuckers.
Nah, I've just been taking.
My
I've
dude,
been just taking some
Robert
vintage shit.
Rodriguez.
Robert Rodriguez. Does he play for the Mariners?
The director.
Nah, go ahead,
Oh,
Anubis.
okay.
My bad, Anubis. Go ahead, you good.
Nah, I ain't say nothing. I'm just nah. I ain't say nothing. I was just finna catch some vintage. I've been watching vintage all week.
I'm this weekend I'm gonna watch some Squid Game. That's what I'm gonna watch.
Oh, the new season started, don't it? Yeah.
Started today.
Yeah. Yeah, I might as well catch it.
The final season.
Yeah, word of advice, don't play the slot machine. That game sucks. The casino.
Yo, speaking of slot machines, this dude Nas, the rapper Nas, he had opened up a casino.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
yeah.
Well, he is a billionaire, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
He took notes from Billy.
And Jim
And also,
Jones and Jim
yeah,
Jones
Jim
thinks
Jones.
he's better. Good Lord.
Only thing Jim Jones was good at was taking his name off a cult leader.
Jim Jones.
Capo.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Never do.
Flavor Aid, Kool-Aid,
Kool-Aid.
Flavor Aid. But
I
yeah,
watched
that
a
was it.
documentary on that. They were fucking shooting people at the airport. That was crazy. I was like, fuck.
Oh yeah. Did you see? I saw. Did you actually see it go down? That was crazy. My mom told me
Yeah.
they saw that shit on TV.
A lady I used to work with, her dad was there when it happened. He faked being dead just to survive. I'm like, holy shit, that's crazy.
What's this one about? What's that?
Jim Jones. Yeah.
Kill those people.
Oh, the actual Jim
Drink the
Jones.
Kool-Aid. Yeah, the
Yeah.
actual. Shit.
Yeah. Crazy. A lot of people don't know about that no more. Like, people don't remember that. The anniversary happened, like the 20, 30-year anniversary happened like a couple of years ago. And everybody's like,
Yeah.
who? The rapper? I'm like, no, not the rapper.
Yeah, he was rapping body bags for those people.
The only things I'm excited for right now is I'm waiting for that Let God Sorted Out to drop, because every single piece of music that they've dropped so far has been heat.
And speaking of Nas, I heard he's on the new Clips album, and I can't wait for that shit.
Hell
You didn't
yeah.
hear the snippet? The snippet? Oh, Nas went crazy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I
Hey,
heard that. Hell yeah, I heard that snippet. I heard that snippet. I heard the Kendrick Lamar snippet. Bruh, this album is going to cook.
But
Yeah.
before we
we about
go,
to shut it down. We about to shut it down, baby. We hit the
oh,
2 hour
okay.
time limit.
All
We're gonna
right,
continue on this conversation next week, B. You already know the vibes. Appreciate
Alright.
y'all for pulling up. Hit that thumbs up.
So what are you figuring about 5-6 o'clock tomorrow for the review? East Coast.
Nah, tomorrow I'll let you know. But
Okay.
I'm not gonna be live for the actual Not a Champion.
No. The post show, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna keep you posted.
Send me a text. Yeah. Okay. I'll jump on.
All
I'll watch
right.
it. All right, man.
yeah, yes, sir.
Appreciate all y'all.
Much love, people.
All right. Whew. Brother, shut us down. Peace to all of y'all. Black Soul, Robert Rodriguez, Ballet, my dude Blaze. I think I'm gonna play some Street Fighter, whatever. I think I'm gonna do some gaming tonight. Stay tuned for that. Hopefully my TV don't start acting crazy. Shout out to you all, B. Appreciate the love. And yeah, B. I see you when I see you. Stay cool, B.